Senator Tulfo, alam mo naman, respeto ko sa iyo at never ako nag-i-interrupt. Pero yung ganong klaseng sagot ng DOH, huwag tayo magbuluhan dito. Health ng mga bata to future ng bansa to, tapos ganyan ang sagot natin na meron ganito, merong... Hindi totoo yun. 2 years na. Kailan magbabago yan? Can you guarantee us? O yun, isang tanong lang. Can you guarantee us in 2026 there'll be no delays? Because if not, let's get a secretary who can. Cambodia at saka Laos hindi nalilate yung bakuna Pilipinas nalilate yung bakuna. Sorry for that, Mr. President.
Yes, we took that up the last time around, if the chairperson will recall. The LGUs may, but ang presyo, times 10. Kung 10 pesos ang bili ng DOH, pag LGU ang bumili,
Mr. President,
nagiging 150 pesos or 100
Mr.
pesos.
President, hindi lahat po I just called yung city health namin. There are certain vaccines they're not allowed to buy. Kasi DOH lang ang pwede.
Yeah. Anyway, doon man sa pwede, mas mahal. Kaya hindi sila pwede.
Okay. Can I give a quick response, no?
Well, Mr. President.
So, Mr. President, the Secretary admits that they've had a major procurement problem. In fact, he has fired their procurement officer. As to whether they can handle it better next year, I don't know yet if there's an answer because the Secretary admits that given the billions of pesos involved here, there is so much competition among the bidders. And this representation recognizes that that is an issue, but that this representation also recognizes that if there's a will, there's a way. Because if Cambodia and Laos, if we do our job well, hindi dapat...
Madam Chair, just as a follow-up.
Let me complete my sentence. These bidders should be the ones following our rules and not dictating. Because of the delay, then we are now putting... I am one with His Honor that we are putting our children's lives at risk.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt, Madam Chair, but you're talking about bidders. Hindi ba ang ginawa ng DOH dinaan sa UNICEF? Di ba ang procurement nyo ng vaccines ng routine dinaan nyo sa UNICEF?
According to the Secretary, before it was, and this representation also remembers, before, like for example, the hepatitis B vaccine was passed through UNICEF. Pero now, according to the Secretary, mga 10 years ago pa daw, that, according to the Secretary, nung USEC pa siya, sandali, I am receiving conflicting information. Hold on.
Diba? Yan yung pinail sa Ombudsman, no? A release of 1.2 billion to UNICEF from February to July 2024. Ano yung matagal na at dati? At coincidence lang ba kasi tumatakbo yung secretary sa WHO?
That's why I said, give me a minute to get a clear response. So, due to the measles outbreak, there was a purchase. Is it a one-time purchase? There was a one-time purchase through UNICEF because of the measles outbreak. But aside from that, they do not purchase from UNICEF.
Okay.
So His Honor is correct.
So,
there was a purchase.
Yeah, so the point is kasi, hindi dapat magkaroon ng problema sa bidders Diba? Ang passport, 3 years nagka-problema sa Aquino administration. 1.5 years, 1 year nagka-problema before my time sa DFA. Noong time ko, 9 months kaming ginugulpe. Then we solved it. O sa LTO, 3 administrasyon, umupo si Vince Dizon. In 3 months, na-solve niya. Plaka ng kotse. Di ba, Senator JV, Senator SP, I think, di ba, nung term mo rin yun nung daming problema sa LTO di ba, yung plaka at saka yung even lisensya. Na-solve lahat Di ba? So, I mean, eto, immunization sa mga bata, you don't know how to slap people around. May mga siraulong bidder dyan, naloloko-lokohin yung bidder, di pakulong nyo. You cannot, sorry Senator Tulfo, usually ako malamig ulo, ikaw mainit ulo, pero you cannot guarantee, I'm not talking to you, my dear ate, I'm talking to the DOH family and the Secretary.
Atin si Senator Tulfo sa podium.
If the Secretary cannot guarantee us that in next year there'll be no delays, of course, yung delays that are not foreseen, di ba? Kung may bagyo or nagsara ang mga port at hindi ma-deliver. But yung delays that happened the last 2 years, he has no business being secretary. Imagine, Mr. President, nandito tayo ngayon, 7 p.m., nakikinig tayo, nakailan beses na ang DOH. Hindi nyo magagaranti na bakuna lang, hindi on time. 30% of our kids are endangered of stunting. Ilan sa kanila ang endangered dahil nga sa kahirapan dito sa mga sakit na i-prevent ng bakuna. Ang dami natin pinag-uusapan dito, budget nyo, laki-laki, tapos yung on time lang yung bakuna. O ibigay nyo lang sa Senate. Yung pera, kami na magbibid. Kami na magdi-deliver. Sorry, Senator Tulfo, but thank you for this intervention. But I think it's unacceptable that we do not have a hard answer here that hindi madidelay ang mga bakuna. We're not talking about all kinds of medicines and competing. Ang pinag-uusapan pa lang natin yung routine na bakuna plus sa senior citizen na yung flu. Yung flu lang, hindi natin ma-solve yun. To be fair, past administration, November din. Kung yun ay ginawa ni Secretary, at least may isa siya na hindi nagawa ng ibang administrasyon. Pero wala eh. Imbis na November 1, nandito na. November 26 na, wala pa rin. Kasi tayo, komportable tayo. Nagkasakit tayo, may St. Luke's, may Asian, may Makati Med. Pero paano naman yung mga kababayan natin na may nanay na 80 years old na napakahirap? Pagka nag-flu, tapos nagka-pneumonia, mamamatay na lang. Hindi natin bibigyan ng bakuna? It's just unacceptable, Mr. President.
We understand the frustration, Mr. President. Just to put on record, because the Senate President asked a very similar, well, identical question about the vaccines, no? The response that we got from DOH is precisely because of the procurement problems, and this is referring to the flu vaccine. The procurement problems, the problems with the bidders, the vaccine, which was due to come sometime March, April, kung madelay man sana May, will be arriving December. So what they did was the December vaccine is now has that formulation for the next year's variants of viruses that are normally, well, that are predicted to happen next year. But I hope Senator Alan heard that because that response was for him. Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Tulfo, you have the floor again.
Thank you, Madam Sponsor. Thank you, Mr. President. Sabi po ng DOH kanina, logistic ang problema, kaya nagkakaroon po ng worth millions and billions na mga medicine na expire and about to expire. Ginamit po yung reason na logistic problem. Ano po yung proposed solution ng DOH tungkol dito? Madam Sponsor, Mr. President.
So the solution there, Mr. President, is to improve this asset management and supply chain, and the Secretary created a committee that will be handling that so that they can make timely orders for the products that need to be replenished and would not be ordering for those items that still have stock, Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Sponsor, Mr. President. Baka hindi naman po yung logistic problem ang problema talaga. Baka ito yung incapable small-time fly-by-night na mga nanalo ng mga supply contract, Mr. President. Nabanggit nga kanina Senator Cayetano, Senator Alan Cayetano, na late na dumarating yung mga medisina. And it's been happening for so many years, Mr. President. Time and time again, year after year, ba't di natin mapatigil-tigil na yan? Bakit hindi tayo naghanap ng sistema ng once and for all? Mabing na po yung solusyon na yon na sinasabing logistic problem at kaya nag-expire ang mga medicines worth by the billions.
So, Mr. President, according to the Secretary, it's not that recent, no? A few years ago.
Yes,
Because
a few years ago.
based on that ruling, the DBM came out with various guidelines for different agencies.
Again, binobola na naman tayo. Okay? Because in 1990-91, when Congress passed the Local Government Code and implemented in 1992, they switched the devolution from education, nilagay yung health. So, dinevolve certain departments kasama ang health. Since 1992, when I became a councilor in Taguig and under the Local Government Code, until the Supreme Court decision, defined kung ano yung responsibilities. Pero yung national government did not want to give the local government the right funds. Kaya nagkaroon ng Mandanas at saka Garcia, si Tet Garcia at saka si Governor Dodo Mandanas. So nung pinasa yun, kasi nga yung DBM and the national government, which we're part of, doesn't want to give the money to the LGUs, pero wala nang choice dahil pinasa yung local government. Ang ginawa nila, dinagdagan nila yung responsibilities ngayon ng local government. So hindi totoo dahil may bagong law or may bagong gano'n. Hindi gano'n na nangyari. Binobola natin yung mga LGUs at ang taong bayan because what happened is that the Supreme Court ruled that from the start, they should have been getting from the VAT, from the customs, etc. Kaya nga national allotment? Tax allotment.
National tax
Allotment, di ba? So, it's not true na dapat dagdagan sila ng responsibility. Kasi from day one, nang dinevolve, klaro yung responsibility ng mga na-devolve, di ba? So, I'm not blaming DOH there kasi halo din yan ng sila at saka ng DBM. But hindi tama yung binigay ng sagot na that's the reason. So whether it's from DBM o hindi, binobola tayo nun. We just don't want to give more money to the LGUs. Kaya ang ginawa natin, dinagdagan din natin ng responsibility. But if you look from the, hindi naman na-amend yung local government code eh. Ang nangyari lang, yung interpretation ng law, klinaro, that they have So I know that's not your answer, Senator P, and probably DOH is quoting DBM. But during this time,
I'm really only just quoting DBM. So
Yes.
His Honor is more than happy to share his very...
Yeah, I'll stop there. But I'm just saying that nagpapasahan dito at kawawa naman yung mga LGUs. It's not only the third, fourth, fifth class municipalities. For example, Taguig. You have 26 billion. We're probably spending around 1 billion in medicine kasi you have 1.3 million people. The out-of-pocket ngayon is already 650 billion sa gamot. I don't know how much government is spending sa gamot. Kaya nagtuturoan eh. Babalik din to sa PhilHealth, babalik din to sa primary healthcare kasi instead of prevention, 'di ba? Babalik din 'yan sa stunting, 'di ba? But it's unfair to blame the local governments or to say na nasa kanila na. Hindi. Ang national government ayaw ibigay yung tama nilang share. Kaya nanalo sa Supreme Court. Nagpalusot pa rin ngayon yung national government. Dinagdagan ngayon sila ng responsibilities. Just for the record.
To complete the record, there is kasama sa guidelines kung ano yung retained with DOH, partially devolved, and fully devolved. I did not have an opportunity to explain because none of those interpolating asked me for a further explanation. But, so for example, kaya nga yung example ko yung maintenance medicine, kasi nga, kasama dun sa fully devolved, yung gamot ng hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, cholesterol, diabetes. Kaya yun yung example na binigay ko kasi nga fully devolved yun. Yung partially devolved would be things like family health and nutrition, food and waterborne diseases, dengue, ayan, kasama yan sa partially devolved. And then yung retained would be like TB, as we know, no? Si TB ang galing yan sa national. I'm just repeating, I am not an
Yes.
advocate of anything. I am neutral.
Yes,
I am
but
just
2 points.
providing the information.
No, two points to move you from your neutrality into Senator Joel and my side of the argument. One, walang question naman kung anong fully devolved, not devolved, partially devolved. For example, yung national hospitals, di ba? Dinevolved tapos rin-nationalize. Batas lahat yun eh. What the point I'm making is that from 1992, klaro kung anong partially devolved at hindi devolved. Nung nanalo yung LGUs, binago nila, dinagdagan nila ng responsibility. So, they changed the rules again. Kasi when they won, dapat yung pa rin yung responsibility. Kasi yun yung contract eh, nung local government code. O secondly, sige, let's argue for example dun sa maintenance medicine. Unang-una, bakit sila may maintenance medicine? Hindi ba sa mga bansa na ang primary healthcare is in the optimum, less ang maintenance medicine? If you look at Cuba, if you look at Thailand, na may mga ganong programa. Ano ba yung HPEP? Hindi ba sa DOH yun? Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, kayo po, Senator Pia, ang ilang beses from yung unang VAT na naglagay ng earmarking, naglagay dyan. Pero, hindi ginagawa ng DOH. They have a 1 billion fund for public information. Narinig ko yung commercial ni Secretary Ted na don't drive and don't drink, don't cellphone and don't drink. Pero wala pa akong narinig kay Secretary Ted na wag mag-vape. Sumama pa sa picture ng vaping. Meron how much
Meron
dun
daw.
sa 1 billion? So the point is, I'll go to that later on during my time. Ang point ko, kaya mataas ang maintenance is because nga may problema din tayo sa DOH. Di ba? For those of us who are old enough na nakita si Secretary Flavier, nakita si Secretary Romualdez, nakita yung mga efforts nila, tignan nyo yung budget ng mga binabanggit kong health secretary. Napakababa nun compared sa budget ngayon ng DOH. And even the LGUs. 10 years ago, many of the LGUs did not have much money. And many of the LGUs are spending left and right. Diba? Ang problema, babalik tayo, bakuna. So, but anyway, I'll argue during my time, Senator Joel. But ang point ko lang, hindi natin dapat tanggapin na yun yung sagot. Na because devolved na yon at doon, di ba? Doon napupunta yung pera. Tignan yung budget. Yung Office of the Secretary, pataas ng tatas, billion eh. Yung sa Nutrition Council, 300 million lang, bumaba pa eh. Number one problem natin, stunting. So, LGU pa rin may problema nun, DBM pa rin may problema nun. Hindi, ang problema nun, Office of the Secretary. Dapat dinoble nyo, triniple nyo yung budget ng Nutrition Council. Dahil yun ang number one problem natin.
Sorry, Mr. President, just to inform His Honor, yung sa Nutrition Council, that was a capital outlay na tapos na. Kaya, but I'm all for increasing the budget, so don't get me wrong.
Their budget is a measly 300 million.
No, I know. I'm just explaining that
Yeah.
the reason na mababa yon is because yung capital outlay na meron for 2025, wala na. Pero definitely,
Yes, Madam Chair, but-
I'm with you na dagdagan.
Yes, but
I'm with you na
my point
dagdagan.
is, ang tanong ni Senator Joel is about the health, gamot, about expired medicine, ang sagot, devolved kasi, etc. Di ba? So let's go to one problem, stunting. I had the same time last year about that, di ba? And I'll ask about it later. The Secretary said he'll promise. Sabi niyo, dadagdagan niyo pondo ng Nutritional Council. Sa NEP, hindi niyo dinagdagan eh. Di ba? So kaya ako pinayagan ni Senator Joel, I'm just saying, throughout the budget of the DOH, you're giving us reasons na hindi totoo, na nambobola or excuses.
I cannot agree more, Mr. President. And that's the main reason why we are asking these questions. I think the question here is competency and inefficiency of our workers in government, specifically the department. Hindi ko lang matanggap kasi, Mr. President, kanina when we were talking about expired medicines, ang tinuturong problema, Mr. President, ay logistics, Mr. President. Hindi po pwedeng ibigay at binigyan tayo ng sagot na kailangan daw ng legislation, Mr. President, para magawa po ito. Pag binili mo yung medicines, kung mag-e-expire na siya, you have to make a way. You volunteer. I don't think the Department of Health would tell us here na walang emergency the past 3 years, walang emergency the past 18 months. Kailangan pang may magtanong na senador dito, ni SP Soto, ni Senator Tulfo, Senator Alan, and this representation bago tayo kikilos. At and perennially, if you look at the figures, numbers don't lie. Ang dami pong nangyayari na e-expirean tayo ng medicines, ng medical supplies, etc. Unacceptable lang po, Mr. President, na marinig na hindi, wala ho kaming magawa. Kaya kanina ang suggestion nga ni Senator Tulfo, mag-conduct kayo ng medical mission. Free medical mission kaysa mag-expire yung mga medicines, Mr. President. I can go on and on, Mr. President. Mahaba po ito eh. I have read all the audit reports of COA. Even the LGUs are not willing to receive these medicines because mag-expire na daw po, malapit na mag-expire. And meron po akong list ng LGUs, even mayors that we talk to, kaya hindi ho nagamit yung